uric acid is one of the things that is contained in black beans. Uric acid, or what uric acid comes from, are foods called purines. And purines are also found in all of the body's cells and most foods. Or I should say uric acid is found in all of the body's cells and most foods. Uric acid is formed from the breakdown of purines. And it is necessary to have uric acid to protect red blood cells. So it's only when you have too much that it's a problem. Some of the highest amounts of uric acid were found in herring, mackerel, liver, sardines, and yeast. Other significant sources are brains, kidneys, and gravies, which contain up to 1,000 milligrams per 3.5 ounce serving. If you compare to some other foods, these ones contain only about 5 to 100 milligrams per 3.5 ounce servings. And those are asparagus, lima beans, beef, cauliflower, oatmeal, lentils, venison, and a whole host of others, which I'm not going to mention right now because there are so many of them that contain these purines, but in low amounts, which are not very significant. Uric acid foods with, all right, I stutter in here. So foods with purines are said to cause problems like gout and making the body acidic, hence needing to draw alkalizing minerals from the bones or other places in our body to neutralize the acidity. So this is something that we've probably heard a lot, and a lot of people have heard, yeah, animal proteins or proteins in general create uric acid in the body, and that makes your bones weak because you have to pull calcium from your bones. And this is true to a degree with foods that are especially high in purines. Now, one good thing is recent studies have shown that purines from meat and fish increase the risk for gout, but the purines from plant foods are not associated with a risk of gout at all, which I thought was really cool. High levels of uric acid also crystallize into monosodium urate, and they deposit in joints, and they're more easily deposited in places like your knees and ankles where the temperatures are cooler and there's less circulation. Contrary to popular belief, it was also found, in addition to the plants not containing purines that contributed to gout, milk actually lowered uric acid levels or reduced the risk of gout, which I thought was very interesting. And it is also said that draining the fluid off of cooked food lowers the levels of uric acid, but I don't recommend that because it also lowers the mineral contents in food. Okay, now the things to really avoid are alcohol, fatty red meats, fried foods, and yeast. These increase uric acid levels considerably. And other tips are to eat more alkalizing foods, and those increase the elimination of uric acid. One of those is, or let me just go on a bunch of those. Lemon and lime, grapefruit, watermelon, agar, cantaloupe, dried dates and figs, seaweed, papaya, mango, kelp, parsley, and most other greens. Bananas, apples, peaches, berries, celery, carrots, garlic, peas, guavas, nectarines, alfalfa sprouts, and grapes. They all reduce the levels of uric acid in your body. And ironically, they all contain a lot of vitamin C, it helps to increase the absorption of iron that is found in most plants. So acid-forming foods, and more acid-forming foods include animal proteins, pastas, most oils and nuts, most grains and beans. And the things that create the most acidity would be drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, alcohol being one of the very worst, emotions like anger and fear, white sugar and vinegar, and refined table salt. In contrast to that, real salt actually helps to alkalize the body. meaning salt that contains all the minerals like Celtic sea salt or real salt, brand salt. And maintaining a healthy weight, consuming fluids, and avoiding alcohol also contribute to lowering uric acid levels in your body. And following a diet with vegetables, whole grains, and lean meats can lower uric acid levels as well. All right, let's see, what else do I have for you here? Fluids, okay. More things to help to just keep uric acid levels low are drinking plenty of fluids, not including alcohol, which is beer too. Folic acid intake helps to lower uric acid, which ironically the black beans contain significant amounts of, so they automatically decrease uric acid production in the body. Eating cherries and foods containing potassium and low-fat dairy. So, there you have it. Thank you for listening to me today, and let every day be an adventure in health.